Hey Floss Tube, it's Taryn. It is Monday, July 23rd. Welcome. I hope y'all have had a good couple of weeks. Gotten lots of stitching done. I got some stitching done, but most of it was this weekend. Dax and Wyatt were gone. They had drill this weekend, and then they went to spend the night with Dax's mom, stepdad, and take some stuff to Abigail. She's doing well, loving her job, and that's awesome. And she loves staying with Dax's mom because his mom does everything for her. Washes her clothes, washes her sheets, cooks the food, does the dishes. There's nothing for Abigail to do. I don't think she's ever going to leave. She's got it made. Let's see, around here, after my last video, it's been a couple of weeks, that morning after I recorded my last video, I went and had the post done for my dental implant, and I went back Thursday. Yeah, I went back Thursday, and they said that it looks beautiful, that it was healed up and looked better than even they were expecting it to, so I'm very pleased with that. I go back in October for them to do the mold for the tooth. So the most painful part about it, quite honestly, was my jaw hurt from them having it pried open and everything, and it hurt to talk, which Dax was in heaven because he could just tell me, shh, don't talk, I don't want you to hurt yourself. I'm sure it was all about me, y'all. Let's see. I don't know what else has been going on. I don't know if it's the Saharan dust or whatever. Sinuses are bothering me like crazy. So I've been doing a lot of sleeping because that's what I do. I did a lot of sleeping with the pain meds from the implant, although I only took them at night for a couple of days because I can't function otherwise. And I've done a lot of, I don't feel like getting up and just sleeping with the sinus stuff because, well, honestly, any chance I get, I like to do a lot of sleeping, so there is that. So, let's see. For the, this, Every Bird Welcome, it's not a race stitch along. August 1st start. So if you haven't gotten it yet and you want to join us, you have until August 1st. Quite frankly, if you get it on December 15th, join us because I won't be done because it's not a race. I had put out there which color to do it on Instagram. And thank you everyone that voted. Yellow won. So I'm going to be doing it on the yellow. I was leaning towards the, and it's really not yellow. This was a piece of, it was yellow Ada. I think it's like a 14 count. I don't know. Close enough. It was kind of a pastel-y yellow. It was a little brighter than I wanted it to be, so I coffee dyed it. It might now be a little bit darker than I want it to be. This is the, here's the ugly side. See that, where the coffee settled right down the middle? And all I used is coffee. I used instant coffee. I used an instant espresso, and I just put some in hot water. I didn't even boil it. I put it in hot water from the tap, although this is Texas in the summer, so that may almost be boiling. I only let it soak in there for maybe 5 minutes. It wasn't very long, and I took it out. I put it in the oven, and then I was like, so I took it out. I didn't even cook it, bake it, whatever. And it's been washed. Actually washed with soap. So this is the color The coffee doesn't wash out. And it didn't take me, obviously, very long at all. I just threw it over the faucet in the kitchen sink and let it dry. And then it was a little bit splotchier than I wanted it to be, so I washed it, and you can tell they still didn't all come out. And I washed it with Dawn dish soap, so it wasn't even like I was treating it gentle or anything. So I'm pretty confident that the color is permanent in there. Just for those information for those of you who might be wondering. Okay, I did stitch. I did, like I said, the majority of it got done on Saturday and Sunday while I was home. Mostly alone both days, so Saturday I didn't do anything. But so I don't think I even got out of my pajamas on Saturday. I didn't leave the house all weekend. I didn't do anything. It was glorious. Yesterday I did actually sweep and mop and do some laundry, all of that ridiculous stuff. What's the point of that, right? I sweep up dog hair, it just comes back. I do the dishes, they're just new dirty ones. I don't even know why I try. But I did that yesterday, and then I promptly set my butt back down and stitched some more. Well, and I ate everything in sight this weekend because I have been PMSing like it was my job. Oh my God. It was probably a good time for me to be home alone, to be quite honest. I worked on this one. I didn't get as much done as I would have liked to have. This is from the current catalog. I'm pretty sure from, 100 years ago. I think I've said before, this I got before Dax and I ever met. We met in 1993. So it's older than that. Anyway, this is what I work on when I come out here in the mornings while everybody's still sleeping. And for too many mornings, I have just turned the alarm off and gone back to sleep because I usually get up way before everyone. I mean, like hours before everyone. And just because, like I said before, with the sinuses and stuff, this week I just went back to bed. But I did get this other quilt finished. I think I was about halfway last time and started on the tree. I was really starting to get kind of bored with this one and was thinking about putting it up and pulling out a different one. But like on the tree here, I looked and over here, I'm really almost done with the top of the tree. There isn't a ton left to go because it's not filled in. So I'm going to try to push through and see if I can't keep going. I would really love to get a finish, but I don't know. My interest is waning. That's all I can say. But even if I do decide to put it back up and pull out another one of my old whips, I got a big chunk done. I'm trying not to beat myself up about it, but I do. God, I really want to finish, though. I know. It's tough. It's tough. I worked on this little Santa ornament. This is from November, December. It's out of this Cross Stitching Country Crafts, November, December of 1988. I've already made the one, so these are the ones I'm trying to make 4 of them for my kids. So I got a pretty fair chunk of him done. I only worked on it for a little while on Saturday, I think. So I didn't think that was bad for just one day. I have too much stuff piled up, so I have to set that stuff on the floor. And I worked on my linen and threads. Y'all are not going to believe this, because this is what I work on in the house. I got a lot more done on it than I did on this little quilt one that I work on out here. You're not going to believe it, I'm telling you. I'll get up so that I can fold it sideways. Okay. Oh, farther back, farther back. Here is the whole thing. Can you believe that? Sorry, my needle's about to abandon ship. And I'm barefooted today, so I don't want to find it in a little bit. Okay, look at this. This is the bottom band of August. This one and this one are August. I'm almost to the end, y'all. Do you see that? Last time, I was like halfway. Not quite halfway, almost. This is September, these 3 bands. Are you understanding the significance of this? Yeah. August and September, I'm going to be able to finish those before the end of July. It's like I'm living in a dreamland, I swear. And then I did drop down here and get started on October. October's another one with a lot of stitching. I've worked on October, that's like 4 or 5 lengths of thread worth, and that's as far as it's gotten. So, October's going to be a doozy, kind of like August was, but I've looked at November, and November's bands look like they're going to go pretty fast like September did. When I get one of these all the way across, finished for the month, I'm going to go drop down and start November also. So, I'm pretty freaking pleased. I can tell you that. I actually feel like I see an end in sight for this year, because I'm about to have just the last 3 months to go. I know, right? I hardly believe it myself. And this weekend that's where most of my work has gone. I worked on the little Santa Claus because I was getting tired of the linen and threads piece. And I really was. I was like, oh my God. But then I was getting so close to the ends. It was like, just keep going, and the struggle's real, y'all. The struggle's real. I hate working on this, but I'm so close. That's where I was this weekend. But then we get back to the PMS. It's probably why I hated working on it. I got some new patterns. Thank goodness I sold a pattern on eBay to help cover my expenses for these. I got some, they're Lizzie Kate, the Flippets. They're used so they didn't come with the charms. Like the charms right here are a little snowflake. I don't feel like I'm going to, that they're actually going to be missing anything without the charms. So, I got that one. That's not new. I've been kitting up. Look, I had all these empty bags, so you know what that means. And my birthday is coming up. So I needed to get things kitted up so I can give my family lists of floss that I want, because I do try to kit up each project. I know I have a crap ton of multiples, but I don't care. I got November and June. But they were like $3.25 a piece, and that included shipping, so you can't go wrong. So anyway, look, I kitted up like 5 things. Well, sort of kitted up, because this is my box of kitted projects here. Yeah, when you've got that many and you're trying to, not counting the 50 some odd whips, and you have your thread put in every one. I have like 1 color of thread for, some of them got lucky and have 2. I started, I've had this for ages. Oh, great, now I can't even find the picture. It's in here somewhere. Or not. I started a needle punch. There were some kits that I bought on clearance at Hobby Lobby forever ago. Or punch needle. Yeah, do you see that? I keep pulling my stitches out, like only every third or fourth stitch is staying down in there, so I'm going to have to look up some videos and see what I'm doing wrong, because as you can see, I don't have a single stitch there. Yeah. I have this little kit. I've obviously already made one. I used to have a tree for all seasons, but now I have cats, so I don't keep that little tree up anymore. And all that stuff is in the attic. I'm guessing that's where this one is, because I've already made it once. And I started it again, and then I realized I didn't have enough beads to keep going, to finish, do the whole thing. So, and I was doing it on fabric, so I did this instead. I just did his head, and put it on, made this little pillow. The back is just all ticking. So I did that. I did not put this on my Stitch from Stash as a finish because that's like, what, 10 cents? So, anyway, I did that. I did the other 3 Noah's Ark pieces that I had embroidered forever ago. I feel like I want to put, like, you know, a button and a bow right here or something on that one. And maybe, like, in a corner up here. I just feel like they need something. And then the kangaroos. I found the bigger piece that I had done. I stitched these more than once. What the heck? I threw that away because it had, when I did these, I printed them out onto the dissolvable paper that you can put on it sticks, and then after you're done you wash it and the paper dissolves in cold water, but everything was super sticky and gross, so I just threw the other ones away and finished these. But I think that gives me 6 or 7. I don't remember how many I had finished before, which is plenty. They'll take up a whole tray in the little 3-tiered tray that I bought from Hobby Lobby that's metal. I have a little burlap bow with a magnet stuck on the front. Well, at the moment it's stuck at the very top of my refrigerator because Bartholomew will not leave it alone. He will not leave it alone. He pulls that bow off of there. Yesterday I sprayed him with water and he would run away, and as soon as I turned around, he would come back again to pull that bow off. He didn't care. So, I finally had to move it. I made another bag. This one was from the second half of a table runner. I had already made just like a little fold-over bag, but I did this one with the little zipper. These are so easy. Oh my god. Now, granted, it's not like the folding it over and stitching it was difficult, but this is a really much cuter bag, so. So, I've ordered, I got on eBay and I bid on 15 zippers, I think it is, that are the length, or 10 zippers or something, I don't even know. But you don't get to pick your color. They just send you random, whatever it is. But I got enough fabric around here to figure it out. But this one doesn't have a project yet, so we got to get on to that. And then, because I told you I was getting tired of working on the linen and threads, and I wanted to do something else, which was one of the reasons I did this little guy. I pulled out, I was like, okay, here's a small that I've already started. It's in my whip pile. I'll pull it out and maybe I can just get it finished and it'll give me something a little bit different to work on. I did not go back and look at my videos from when I started this. But y'all, seriously, I don't know if I realized this before and forgot. I think I sometimes live in an alternate universe. I don't know. Because there's no way I did this on purpose. But do you see I'm stitching this the opposite direction. And so then I was looking at the pattern and I'm like, I don't even know how now to look at it. And then I started trying to figure out, I thought, well, I'll take it to the office and flip it on the copier so that it matches what I'm stitching. And then I'm like, okay, but these stitches don't even match up to if I'm doing it the opposite. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Seriously, what was I smoking? Because, wow. And I was going to go back and see, okay, did I realize that I've lost my mind when I was doing it before, or was I just merrily going along and had no idea that this did not match this at all? Oh my God. So I didn't touch it. I didn't put a stitch in it because I'm like, okay, I can't figure this out. I'm going to have to just start over. So that kind of defeated the purpose of pulling it out. But seriously? What the heck? What the heck? I mean, who accidentally does that? Right? Who accidentally does crap like that? Oh, I accidentally did this completely the opposite of what the pattern says. And I didn't even realize it. Okay, I know I showed you this pattern before that Sherry Smith and all her wonderfulness had sent in a box of goodies that she sent me that had belonged to her mother. And this is one that her mom stitched up, and I'm still trying to decide how I want to finish it. Because I'm going to finish this and display it in my house. Because it's just gorgeous, and the stitching is beautiful. And I think that's wonderful. But since I have it already stitched, I have the pattern also, so I am going to give this away. It is called Kind Heart. You can see it has a alphabet stitched up, you know, on its own to give you ideas of different ways to do things. The heart on its own. There's the whole sampler. So, if you would like to be in a drawing for this, this makes me feel like fall for whatever reason. I think because it's supposed to be like 106 here today, so it's time for fall. Usually by August I'm dreaming of fall. So anyway, since it makes me think of fall, if you are interested in drawing for this, tell me your favorite thing about fall. Of course, you have to be over 18. I'll send it anywhere. Do not say giveaway and whatever all the other rules are. Be a subscriber, all of that stuff. Anyway, tell me your favorite thing about fall in the comments. And I will draw for this in 2 weeks, which will be like around August 5th or 6th. So, there you go. If you're interested in that, tell me your favorite thing about fall. And, where are they? For the socks giveaway, I have the names here in a little bag. We're going to draw, see who the winner is. Jane Nielsen. You won the socks. Jane Nielsen. I will put my email in the comments, in the description box. Email me, Jane, or hook up with me through Instagram, Facebook Messenger, any of those ways. Jane Nielsen. And since I got the other name so wrong, if it's close to your name, let me know. And I will get those in the mail to you. Okay, I think that is everything I did sleep in a little bit this morning, which means that I need to, I have no idea what time it is, so I need to go make sure that I wake Dax up so that we can get to work. Hooray. Like I keep telling my mom, I should have been born rich instead of beautiful. I mean, then I wouldn't have to work, right? Yeah, whatever. Okay, y'all. I think that's everything. I hope y'all have a wonderful week, and I will try to be on my better behavior and be back next week instead of just being lazy. And thank you all for your comments, subscriptions, likes. Welcome to new subscribers. I appreciate all of you so very much. When you comment, or others of you that we message on some other form of media, I really feel a kinship and a friendship, and I really like that. And don't forget I don't know what I did with it now. Don't forget the Every Bird Welcome, It's Not a Race Stitch Along. August 1st, so if you haven't gotten stuff yet and you want to join us, go right ahead. I have not worked on my Santa at all. I don't know, I was so pushing on these other two that I didn't even pick him up. So, because that's how stitch-alongs work with me, that's why it's not a race. Okay? But join us if you want to. You can find me on Instagram at TV Designs. If you want to join us there and message, that's great too. Or on Facebook, same name, Taryn Verley. So anyway, that's it. Enough rambling. Thanks, y'all, and we will see you here next time. Y'all have a great week. Bye.